You'll be whatever you want. A knight in shining armor, or a magic spell caster. Roll the dice, hoping for a 20 might get the one. The clash of grids can turn the tide of the battle. The dungeon master has saved the tale for us. Let's start this journey together. Ignite the fire and cast your spell. Trust your swords straight into your foes. We have the strength to overcome all the challenges ahead. Embark on adventures, endless journey beyond reality. Into the darkest dungeon that waiting for us. Pushing forward and level up. We finish what we have started. Lots of it.
Hi, welcome to Clash of Crits. I am your host and Dungeon Master Psycho, and today we have the Traffic Society. Today we have Chappie.
Hey y'all, it's your boy Chappie. We need bold requisitions to help us on our mission for the big campaign we call life. Cletus Montgomery Claiborne. Hey, if you know, you know.
Next up is Osokuma.
Journal entry. Don't let winning make you soft, and don't let losing make you quit. Don't let your teammates down in any situation. Larry Bird. My name is Carmine Rosalino, a.k.a. Rosie the Butcher, the Elder Eldridge Knight.
Okay, you bucket. I see you. I like it. I like the.
You know, had
Yeah, you got the theme. I like it.
I had my thing, but, you know, I got to throw the basketball code in there because,
Right.
you know, we doing this shit for Dom right now.
Except for fucking Rosie probably thinks Larry Bird's is like a pizza restaurant.
Or an opposing deli in New York.
I feel like Rosie
knows who Larry Bird
I feel like
is.
Rosie thinks.
Yeah,
Larry,
I mean, Rosie probably watched Larry Bird
Yeah.
when he was actually watching basketball.
I feel like Rosie thinks Larry Bird is Big Bird's first name.
Word.
The bird is the word.
Last but not least, we have Drop a Crit.
Hey everybody, you already know who it is. It's your newest, truest, raging paladintus of the group. And my Don fact to stay on topic with these Don and Jasmine dates. Our third best date has to take place within over a year. We decided to switch every other month and pick what type of activity, concert, play, or things to go to. I took Jasmine to a couple of EDM concerts. She took me to a couple of rap concerts. We saw Witch together. We saw Cats the musical. It was a grand old time.
Is it me, or does when Droppa describes Jasmine as a person, right? It describes Droppa as like if Droppa was a woman, kind of with like her interests, with her not giving a fuck attitude, with her I'll fight you, with I'll drink, I'll do this, blah blah blah. And then does Don remind you of Droppa's wife if she was?
Hey,
I feel like no. I feel like I want to say wife or whatever or husband. I feel like
The Reaper
every
of the
time.
Woods?
No. I feel like every time that you tell your story about you and your wife, I get this that like no matter what Jasmine does, in your mind you have that mentality that did my baby daddy. That did my baby daddy. You know, like,
And that's just all that goes through.
Like I feel like that's just in your mind.
she shooting little kids. That's just my wife. She should.
Just just the energy I get from when he describes Jasmine during like his like the past and everything like that. I'm like, I can see Drop a Crit actually doing that stuff instead.
Like himself.
Yes, himself, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, during the basketball stuff, putting motherfucker in a headlock, the whiskey drinker, ain't afraid of nothing, taking someone to rap concerts while the other person's taking them to EDM concerts, apparently.
Wearing that sweet-ass black dress with the slits in it.
That's facts.
I just want to know.
No, with the horse-thick thighs.
Oh, Lord
Have
have
mercy.
mercy.
What the fuck? Let it go.
Lamborghini mercy.
I just want to know because she sounds real aggressive. And you could say no, or you just don't have to tell me the truth. Is Jasmine abusive? Does she hit you?
No.
Non-consensually, does she hit you?
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Not essentially.
Non-consensually, no.
Okay. No, consensually.
I feel
Mind
like
your business, damn it.
I feel like y'all be driving down the street and you be like, oh, they got toothbrushes on sale. Like you try to get out the car and she be like, get your ass back in the car, boy.
One, you think I'm exiting the car just for a toothbrush sale?
Don? Does that not sound like some Don shit?
Some Don shit. And I feel like every time you guys,
It gotta be at Walmart. You gotta get it by bulk. It's for the
I
kids.
feel like every time you guys bang too, you go through like a 6-pack of like Virgin Mary candles. I feel like Jasmine just be burning that shit and dripping it all over
And
Don.
oh
You
Jesus.
just be
And
You know what I feel like too? I feel like, you know, like
Who's your
on Valentine's Day,
paladin?
like they put like the rose petals from like the door all the way to the bedroom.
Yeah.
I feel like she follows like a long line of floss.
And with that being said, are you guys ready for a little bit of a recap?
Put the cap back on, Papa.
Twist that bitch for me, daddy.
let me cap you.
Crank that cap on there. Crank it, crank it.
You'll
Twist and shout
Shut the
and cap it all out.
Hell yeah.
Is it from all the cap?
psycho right now. I should have made
You'll
better
crank that crack
friends.
back on. You'll crank that cap back on. You'll crank that cap back on.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody dies.
Cap a man that hoe.
Okay.
DM don't know where to go.
All right. So, last session, the Traffic Society had spent time recovering from their encounter with Solomon. They had found out that the green and blue metallic dragons turned out to be the enamel dragons, Corin and Genk, who were sons of the dominant Dragon Lord. They were able to eavesdrop on a neighboring room regarding sensitive info of Darium Black and his recent injuries. Leaving a note to Darium in his armor, the team then left Gavin Tech Solutions and regrouped at Bold Requisition. They were told it would take a couple days to find anything out about Jasmine, so they went to the bar halftime. They went to go talk to the retired Spellbound player Marcel, and Don was able to convince him to observe his techniques early in the morning at 4 a.m. And then everybody went to go rest, and now we are all caught up. Okay, so,
Can I wake up at 3?
sure. Rosie and Don are awake early in the morning, getting stuff ready together while Cletus is passed out. Because I don't think Cletus is waking up at 3 in the morning for anything. Other than some drugs, probably.
Snores in country.
I do, as getting ready, I do the nice thing and put my cover on top of Cletus.
Okay.
I'm butt ass naked.
Do you have a cover on?
I have like really extra long testicles, so like one of them like kind of sleeps over my leg. Everything else is where it's supposed to be.
I lied. I don't do none of that. I scratch all that shit. I get ready and go out.
Scratch my scratch what? What are you scratching? You gotta let me know.
Me helping you. That's what I'm scratching. I was gonna throw a cover on you. I'm done. I'm not doing none of that. I'm going out hooping.
Okay.
So, you fully rested?
Yeah,
Ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, I got your gym bag packed up. We can start heading that way.
You gonna come too?
Yeah, I'm gonna come with you. Make sure you're okay. I'm probably gonna do some reading on the bleachers.
You don't need no sleep? You need any more rest?
It'll be all right. Barrett's here with Cletus. I'll go and check you out for a little bit.
Okay, thanks.
Above Cletus, are you gonna go train? Gonna go do the hyper training thing? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you would need to find a feat that you would want.
Okay.
So you're gonna be preoccupied for the next couple days doing that
Okay. Any feet I want?
within
Reason.
within reason, within the prereqs that it involves, and to take 1,000 gold off of the
Got it.
For that.
yes for that.
Okay. All right. And then I'm going to be reading the book to learn how to use the red chalk.
Correct, which is gonna take a couple days
Correct.
a while as well.
I'm going to be with Don while I'm doing that just in case he needs anything.
How far away is the court from the end?
Not far. Do you decide to get ready to play before you leave?
I'll probably get ready before I leave, just if I could just be ready.
Okay. So you open up the bag that Rosie hands you,
Okay.
and you take out. You start taking out whatever. You take out one of your. You take out your first pair of basketball shorts. As you see this this pair of basketball shorts is cut very, very, very high, like old school basketball shorts high.
Did you do this?
Oh yeah, you got it'll help you move faster, more aerodynamic. There's how basketball players wear their shorts. I don't know why you wear these these real big like parachute like MC Hammer shorts.
It's like to keep everything just like in, because I don't like how the short. You know what? I'm wearing just because you packed them. Thank you, Rose.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can wear don't guys these days wear like yoga leggings under the shorts too? I mean, that could help a little bit, I guess. But I feel like you're more of a just like wear the shorts and that's it kind of guy.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I ain't bring compression shorts, so I'm just gotta wear the shorts.
Yeah. And then also, I have your headband, your wristbands, and then you had 2 other sweatbands that were ready. So I thought, whatever, you might sweat. I sewed them together and made you some ab bands, so you can just kind of like reach it over and it could just be over your abs, collect all that sweat.
When you were watching basketball, do they usually wear ab bands?
No, but it was an idea that I always had, and I was just like, if I was playing basketball, on a professional level, I'd probably be sweating a lot, and if I baby powder my balls, but I don't baby powder like the abs and stuff. I should
Yeah.
probably need a sweatband for the abs, because then it's still gonna sweat down and make my shorts wet.
You know what, Rosie? That makes sense. I'm gonna wear the ab band.
Okay.
I throw on the headband and the ab band, and I just keep the wristband and the
Okay.
other shit in there.
So right now, with the short shorts and all these bands, he looks like a JoJo's character. So, cool.
I stand with my my right foot pressed against the wall, leaning cool like the Fonzarelli, and I throw the peace sign sideways to my eye and go, hoo! That's my stand.
Hey, you
Stance.
look kind of like the Fonz when you do that.
Okay, so you guys then leave the hotel room and then head to the court.
Hey, Rosie,
Yeah.
can you do me a favor later? Because it's probably way too early to do it now. Can you call C3B Rock and ask them if Ida's with them?
I guess I can give him a call. It looked like Ida was gonna go with them towards the end when we left, but yeah, I can give him a call. They got one of the phones.
Cool. I didn't know I have the money for the bag, and if we can upgrade, let's try to see how much that costs.
Sure. I'll give them a call. They might be busy though. Remember, they're on tour. But I got you. I'll give a call.
Okay, so you guys head towards the court. As you head towards the court, you see that I mean, it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. There's not really a lot of people out, but like the city's pretty dead. It's not like Guava Falls. You see that it's like one of those basketball courts that you see out in public. It's got the large fence around it. It looks like you can see like there's like some balls hanging out around there actually. But like the city in general is still relatively lit up because there's like a lot of neon lights and everything like that. So it's just you two at the moment.
I want to go towards the balls. Can I get limbered up before Marcel comes?
Yeah. Give me a athletics check just to see how your stretch goes.
17.
Okay. It's been a while, but you stretch well. You stretch good.
All right. I'm just gonna start jacking up shots till Marcel gets here.
Okay, so you're just jacking up shots like regular, right?
Yeah.
As you would jack up shots, and then you would when you actually make them, you see like the actual rim in and of itself every single time you make one like pulse. It would pulse blue, right?
Uh-huh.
And then when you make it out from a certain enough distance, like a 3-point shot, it pulses green.
I'll look on the rules. Is it just because what kind of shot that I shot, or is it a reason why these are pulsing?
As you look through the rules, it tells you it's a indicator to let them know, so there's no confusion on whether it was in the line or outside the line.
Well, the NBA definitely needs this. I run and dunk it to see if it changed colors.
It turns red.
DM, can I run and dunk the ball and then attach a first level smite to the dunk to see if it does anything different?
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. So you decide to run, and then you go, and then you try, and then you slam down into the basket. I want you to roll me your damage.
Maul damage, glaive damage.
It would be your melee, like your unarmed strike at the moment.
So 4 damage.
With your smite on top of it.
Okay. 17.
Okay, so you see that it turns when you slam it, it turns red, and then it has like this green pulse to it.
Rosie, were you paying attention?
What was that?
I think if you put enough magic into it, we get more points.
Like into the ball of the hoop.
I want to say when you put more magic into the ball as it goes into the hoop.
Throw it up there one more time. Let's see.
You'd be using another spell slot if you're gonna do it. It's the same thing.
When he throws it up there from like the bleachers, can I chill touch? Like he throws it up and I just slam it in.
Yeah. So you're asking him to lob, not dunk it, because
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
telling
that's
you.
what I'm telling him to throw
Okay,
it
so he's
up
telling
there.
you to lob.
Okay.
All right. So give me a second. I need you to roll me a strength. Either a attack roll or a perception check. One of those two. Don.
Perception, I got +5. Attack, I have a +6. I'll go attack. 14.
Okay, now Rose, I need you to roll me an attack roll.
Nat 20.
You then see this hand push it in as it goes blue, then it goes green.
Blue is 2 pointers. Green is 3 pointers. Red is a dunk. So I believe we got 5 points.
I mean, we're not playing against anybody, so the points don't matter, right?
I understand, but like that's for me to know overall, just in case we get into a game.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, you're right, though. Since I used the, the dead hand thing, it lit up, so I'm assuming there's more points, so...
I'm gonna try to keep making shots like consecutively. Like, see what happens. I'll make like 3 in a row, 4 in a row, 5 in a row.
I won't even have you roll for that, but as you're making shots consecutively, doing like a couple dunks in a row, couple layups, couple shots, couple 3-pointers, you see that the colors are really consistent with how it's going. Give me a investigation check as like you're trying to understand what the rules of like those lights. Because like like how rules can be when you're actually looking up like official rules, things get like very clouded, muddy.
I rolled a nat 1. I'm gonna use one of my luck points.
Could I give him a help action
Yes,
since
sure,
I'm watching?
sure.
Okay.
Cool, I'll take that. 13.
So what it looks like is there is the 2-pointer, there's the dunk, the 2-pointer, and then the 3-pointer, right? What happens is the dunk and the 2-pointer, the dunk and the blue are both 2 points, like in basketball, and then the green is 3 points. But what you can do is that while using magic, you can upgrade. If you surge enough through the hoop, you can increase the amount that you get by a point. As in,
So you can increase the point value by how.
so you can turn your dunk
powerful-
into a 3-pointer.
Is that why it was higher because of the nat 20?
So the way it works is, since what you guys are doing is damage, this thing technically has a threshold. Okay, what a threshold is that you have to at least hit the number of it
Yeah.
initially.
Kind of like how like ships have like thresholds.
Yeah. So because you rolled a nat 20, I let it happen. But when I had him roll damage, he rolled over 10. It has a 10-point HP threshold of magic power that has to be imbued into it.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
So for every 10-point threshold, we get an extra
Correct.
point.
So you have to hit 10 points, and then if you did 20 points of damage, it would increase again.
So it increases 1 point by 10.
Is
Yeah,
that
by 10 hits.
per game? Is that like per the whole game, or is that
What do you mean by per the whole game?
like does the charges stay? Like, say if I dunk the ball and I shoot it up, get 1 extra point, and then we're still
You're
like
asking if there's layover or damage?
Yeah.
No, there's no rollover or damage.
As I was kind of like looking over things with like Don, as he was like trying to figure out how things go, it seems like he's kind of getting the hang of it. So I open up my book and I'm gonna just start reading my book.
Okay. So, I will then, since you help with this investigation thing with this rules, red's dunk, blue is regular, green is a 3-pointer, yellow is a and 1, okay, and then a 4-pointer is purple.
I want to try to like shoot it from half court to see if that gets me a 4 point.
I'll let you do it. When you shoot it from half court, it does not. It looks like it stops at 3 from any regular means.
Will I be able to surmise without using a spell slot if I throw this ball, I can attach a smite to it or no?
You'd be able to smite and you can't do that. When you like imbue your smite power and you toss it, you could feel it just let loose without any like power to it.
Okay.
Just so everybody knows, and so do the listeners, I have just emailed the players my general rules of spellbinds, of like how it works mechanically. When it comes to actions, a brief idea is you still have your regular actions of, you know, your regular action, your bonus action, and then like reaction, so on and so forth. But it's separated into being an offense and then defense, right? So you have your offensive actions, which list off of shoot, dunk, pass, screen. You can use an item, spell, etc. And your bonus actions is you could do the same thing as standard actions, but you have a -5 penalty unless that action is specified previously. And then there's the post up. Any reactions that your character generally has in general, as long as the trigger works appropriately, they can do. And then there is the rebounding and then the hustle. Then there's the defensive actions you can take, which is lockdown, block shot, steal, rebound, etc. And then same thing for bonus actions. When you try to do your regular actions, you could do it as a bonus action, but take a -5 penalty instead to that roll. And same thing with defensive actions, as long as it fits the original trigger, any defensive actions with it. Dunking and layup. Dunking is strength based, layup is strength or dex, shooting is dex based, passing is wisdom, perception based, and screening is strength athletics checks.
What if I shoot this ball like a javelin?
If you want to shoot, it's dex. Oh, you're gonna be Zion Williams.
I'm about to be Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Shaquille.
So these are going to be saves, or are these going to be actual or mods?
It's opposed checks against.
Okay.
So like, the way that this is going to work, for me to give an example, right?
Yep, let's do it.
You're going to lay up the ball, but you have a defender in front of you. They're
Okay.
going to use their action to block the shot.
Yep.
They're going to set the DC.
Okay.
So they block the shot or whatever.
So let's do a live example.
The person rolls they roll a 15,
Okay, and I'm going up for a layup.
which is a strength and or dex based attack, whichever one you would want to choose.
Okay.
Which I assume dex. What's your dex or what's your strength?
My strength's actually higher than my dex.
So strength based attack.
Yep.
Roll a strength attack. Strength based attack, like an unarmed strike.
18.
18. So you would, as he tries to block you, you would, your layup would go over his block. Like he would miss his block. And then you would,
Okay.
since it is above the AC 10 of the basketball, it goes in.
Gotcha. That makes sense. So we're just going off of our strength modifiers, right?
Strength, dex.
Not like our actual physical attack roll for a move we have.
Yeah, that's what I said, a strength attack roll. Like I said, that's why I told you to do an unarmed strike.
Oh, okay. Because my unarmored strikes are really good, actually.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Got it. Okay. So unarmed strikes.
Would me using Dragon Ball Breath on the ball and then like dunking it, would that do anything or like add extra damage or no?
I would say no, because that's a whole separate action you're doing to it first. You know what I mean? It's not like adding something to it. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's not adding damage to it. It is doing damage to it, then doing your action of dunking.
Balls in the air and I try to use a Dragon Breath on it. Would that give more damage for it?
I would say, yeah, that, sure, I'd probably allow, that I would allow.
You got Dex, don't you? Do you want to be my favorite old shooter?
All these actions are either going to be strength, dex, or wisdom based, most likely. And then, like, if you do something like maybe Cletus, since you are a high charisma character, you want to be like, I want to try to get into, like, you know, the opponent's head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shit talk 'em.
I'm like, okay, roll me an intimidate or whatever. I'll see, blah blah blah. Then maybe they have an extra minus or something like that.
Okay. Shit.
It's still D&D. You know what I mean? You don't have to buy. You're not completely bound by these rules as well. But this is just a general guideline, like how D&D should be. Okay, so Don,
Yes.
you have been putting up these shots and such, and then come 4 a.m., you then see walking into the on the court is Marcel. He looks like, wow, you're here early.
Yeah. I've been trying to put up a couple shots.
I see you brought a friend.
Yeah. That's just my friend,
He was
my God, Rosie.
he was at the bar last night too, right?
Yeah.
All right, kid. Well, you see he grabs a ball and tosses it to you. Let's see what you got.
Are we gonna play like 1-on-1 or do he just want
He wants to see like your technique and everything like that first. Since you gave a stretch, all right, I'm gonna let you roll this with advantage.
Fuck yeah.
It'll be an athletics check, and you kind of pre-test the stuff out because if you were just gonna walk in and start doing stuff, I'll have you roll with disadvantage because of the fact that these rules are altered.
All right, I rolled a dirty 20.
Okay, a natural 20. You are after Rosie helped you trying to understand the rules and how like the scoring works and things like that. You've decided you're flashing a little bit off. You know what I mean? You're showing more of your dominant physical prowess when it comes to this game. Your athleticism when it comes to this game.
Not finesse.
Not finesse. Like
Okay.
you throw up a shot. You know, it's never been like your part of the game. Like you could do it. You know what I mean? When you get the open shot, so on and so forth. But it's never been your focus. Your focus is
Put it in
being
the
big,
hole. Yeah.
putting it in the hole.
Got you.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you've been doing you're doing that for a while with him at the moment. Okay. So we're gonna fast forward a couple hours.
Oh yeah.
Let's fast forward a couple hours. Rosie, you've been reading into this chalk, and as you're reading this stuff, remember it's made by Gavin.
Yeah, as I'm reading it, I can see that I'm learning a little bit more. I'm like, because I'm assuming like every book tells me that like Gavin Cowell is the one who like created like the chalks and stuff
Correct.
like that. But this is specifically about their red chalk.
Yes. As you're reading it, you can tell that though the words are articulate, it's a lot easier to understand than you would thought it would be as you're reading through this like tomb of knowledge.
So do I think that it's like overall it's easy, or is it easy just because the specific book that I bought was Red Chalk for Dummies?
You'd probably surmise it's because you bought the red chalk for dummies.
Okay, so like they changed like wording.
Yeah, but
and
they
stuff like that.
changed like the wording and things like that for you to have a better concept. But like the words that they're using and some of the diagrams and everything like that they're using
are
is
still a little confusing.
they're a little confusing, but like they're giving you like the gist of how certain things work and how concepts work, and like you're doing some of the hand motions that it's specifying that you do as you're moving as you're reading through.
Cool.
Okay, so we'll say come 7 a.m. Cletus, you start getting woken up by Barrett.
Hey,
Cletus. Cle-
Oh, hey, Garrett, what's going on with you? Oh, fuck. Hey, Barrett, how's it going, man?
It's okay.
Oh, you had a wig on earlier, about 3 blinks ago.
Yeah, that wasn't me. We should probably get you ready to go to get some training.
Oh yeah, man, I'm pumped. I was just dreaming about training all night.
Okay.
Where's Don and Rosie?
They went to go to the Spellbound's court.
Oh yeah, they did mention that last night.
Yeah.
Oh, what time they get up?
I heard rustling around. If you want to say close to 4 in the morning.
Oh shit, I was out like a light.
We know.
Where's Sully? I like look around for Sully.
As you look around for Sully, you see in the other bed, you see that there is like it looks like one of the pillowcases is pulled off. As he looks like it's like tucked into almost like he got swaddled like a burrito.
Oh, I'm like, hey Barrett, watch this. I go sneak up on Sully. And I'm gonna grab the burrito and just start slinging it around the fucking on the mattress.
Roll me an attack check with advantage.
19.
So you grab it, and then you hear as you go.
I wake up, you little rat. We gotta train, man.
As Sully gives you this look like, what the fuck does that have to do with me?
You have to do with me. And if I'm gonna go train, you gotta go train because we're both trying to do the same goddamn thing. Unless you want to leave, you could just leave. Unless you're too afraid to train. Too high and mighty.
Oh, roll me a persuasion and/or intimidation with that of what you feel like would be the most fitting.
It'd be persuasion, because most of the time he would have. He's like doing it just because he's like, I know he loves Stella and he like kind of wants to get her back.
Yeah.
So this is more of a persuasion than intimidation. Because in any other time he'd have just left his ass sleeping there.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay. You see that he gives you this look, but looks like he straightens himself out, and then looks like he's like, okay. Shakes his head, okay.
I mean, your tail's a little kinked.
And then he points his tail to you, and then he points towards your dick, and then he makes it like cracked, like bent.
Ah, you little rat! And I chase him around the room. I'm completely hydrated. You're dehydrated.
As you're chasing him around, Barrett's like, "Are you guys done? Can we leave?"
Yeah, Barrett. I don't know why you gotta be like Don. You've been hanging out with him too much, just yelling at people for no reason.
And then you hear Sully go, like agreeing with Cletus, like, "Yeah, man, that's fucked up."
Y'all two Tom and Jerry.
What the fuck is going on there?
Then we leave.
They ain't supposed to be agreeing with each other.
You, Barrett, and Sully start heading out the hotel, and then you guys get directions towards one of these trainings. You tell them that. Which one did you choose?
For
The feat that you're looking for.
I'm gonna leave it up to chance, if that's possible.
Like you would be going because there's different like areas for this stuff.
Oh, okay.
So you would ask, like if you want to roll now to have
Yeah,
an
roll
idea
now.
of like what Cletus.
Okay, so for the listeners, I'm going to do 1 or 2. I'm gonna roll a d6. 1 or 2 is gonna be actor. 3 or 4 is going to be warcaster, and 5 and 6 are going to be lucky. So we're gonna roll it up.
Calling for
4.
So
Bucket.
Warcaster.
All right. So you tell them your idea when you're talking to like the person who looked at, tell you where to go.
So I'm just like, "Hey man, yeah, no, I heard about the training thing here, and like, I really got to kick someone's ass like a whole lot, because he's a fucking asshole. He just happens to be my dad, so you know, like, I really got to fuck him up. So like, you know, if he's like running past me and my boys are chasing him with like his mallet, and like my other friends just running around, and he's got his cleaver out, and like he runs past me, I can like hit him with a boom bap blast, like when I get the opportunity to, you know."
So you want somewhere to help you have more control over your magic casting.
Yeah, like if I have to concentrate on something, you know, like I feel like that sometimes concentration's not really my best thing, especially now that I don't get the medication for it here.
But you can cast magic.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I cast magic. Look at this. I'm gonna just start shooting out this blast up in the air.
I would like to say, I know I'm not there, but I would like to say, Chappie,
Huh?
I want to shake your hand. You did very well in explaining what that feat was without saying what the feat was. You did very well.
I like feet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
only feet.
Did you say I used a mallet?
Yeah. I let it go after he.
Yeah, you use a mallet, I use a cleaver, but he was
Yeah.
that's the feat.
Oh, okay. So yes, I will draw you up a map exactly where to go.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Oh, thank you, man. If you could just like color code the map a little bit, because my lizard friend here, he's a little.
Isn't your little friend going to be following you?
Yeah, but sometimes he tends to go on fucking his own adventures.
As like Sully gives you a look, and then Barrett gives you a look.
And then other people tend not to just drive around in circles.
Right. I will make sure to color coordinate.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. And I flip him like 5 gold.
Okay.
And I point at Barrett to flip him 5 gold.
I don't have any gold.
Oh, you're right. Damn, at least the master coin gave me some of this gold. And I go tink, 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 tink. And I take forever doing it.
Okay. So he color coordinates on map.
And I take like a red string from my backpack.
Okay.
And I put it from one point of the map to the other side of the map.
Are you done?
I think so.
Okay. just had to make sure. All right. So he hands you directions. You take them,
Yep.
and you better start heading off with Sully.
Yep.
So you start heading off. As you see, it is, it's close to where you were at the Spellbound Bank. You know that like mini mall place that you're
Yeah.
at. It's actually close. It's closer towards there. It's in between what looks like some generic offices
Okay.
and then a restaurant. It looks like it's in between those two things. Okay, the restaurant where it just says like eat. It says eats like in neon lights, like like those like old school like red, yellow like neon
Or like
lights.
flashes two different things,
Yeah,
but it still has the
it
outline
says
of
eats, and then the other one looks almost like a generic like office building. Okay,
Okay.
but it's a smaller building that's in between those two.
And it doesn't have really anything on it. It's just like the most generic of buildings. It's like the Monopoly house of fucking
Yeah, like
buildings.
it's like it looks like there probably wouldn't be a business here,
Okay.
but this is where exactly the directions told you.
All right. So it says go in here, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
This doesn't look like nothing's really going on here. This looks like the most generic of generic places.
So as you walk in, you see that like this place has windows, but it looks like those like empty offices with like those like checkered floors, very like basic, almost.
So 90s.
Yes. As soon as you open it up, as you open this door, it is a completely different area that you're in.
Whoa.
You're in think of like a metal version of the Sanctus of Doctor Strange and like the Avengers and everything like that. Think of like in his place that he has in New York where it has like that really long staircase and everything like that. Think of like a metal version of that. It's like very metallic and sleek and everything.
Oh man, this is fucking bitchin'.
So, as you walk in, you hear like the bell jingles when like you walk in into a like an establishment or whatever.
Ding.
You hear that, but like it has an echo to it. It's almost like like someone was casting like thaumaturgy or something like that across the building. As then you see a almost like this like cloak come off the second like floor balcony as this cloak drops in front of you, and then this man pops up.
Oh hey,
Why, hello there!
oh why hello there.
Welcome to the Arcanum.
Oh, this is the place, and I'm like, the guy sent me on this map, and then I have this red string that
Yes.
leads me to this location.
Yes.
Okay, this is it.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you interested in learning more about magical arts and learning how to have more expertise and more control over your magic?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Perfect. Let me get you a contract.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll sign a contract. Fuck it. Never screwed me over before.
As you see that, like he goes into his cloak and he just pulls out these papers. This is pretty much just a liability thing that we're not liable for any damages that or anything that causes harm to you yourself, physically or mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and that you subject yourself to the full properties of my trade
Oh, absolutely.
with the payments up front of 1,000 gold.
I like go jingling around for money. I pull out 1,000 gold.
Okay, just sign here. Just sign here.
Hey, Sully, just don't tell Rosie. I sign it.
Initial here.
Okay.
Sign here.
Okay.
I need your date and initials here.
Do you want my government name or?
Yes. Have you? What have you been signing?
Oh, I just signed it.
And then I need you to hand me your thumb,
Which one?
whichever one.
Yo, this is super sketchy. This is just like how
Catch it,
Wade Wilson
Cletus,
signed the
by
contract
the
in Deadpool to just go and do the experiment.
If he
They were just
hollers,
like, no, we got you, bro. Don't worry.
let
You
him
just
go.
gotta sign this,
Eeny,
this.
meeny, miny, mo, left thumb. Okay.
He grabs your left thumb and you see he pricks it for a second.
Ow!
And then he puts your blood onto this paper. And then we are blood binding. So,
You've been hanging out with Barry and Don, and now you're just acting like this.
anyways, so this is just to make sure that I can't get sued for anything. Okay, perfect.
All right, fair. I don't sue anybody. Should though.
I guess we should start with your training.
Yeah. What do you want me
what-
to do, sir?
What about your friend? As he points towards Barrett.
Hey, Barrett, you want to do some training?
I don't cast spells. I don't use magic.
You could learn.
And then you hear the guy immediately pop up too. I do not teach plebeians on how to cast magic if they do not know how to cast magic. You better know how to cast magic if you walk into this building. Do you know how to cast magic, sir? As he's looking towards you, Cletus.
Damn, Barrett, he said he doesn't teach plebeians. I don't know what the hell plebeian is, but I think that's somebody who doesn't know how to use magic, right?
Barrett's like, no, it's definitely more than that, but
I can like play this guitar, go, and I just start shooting stuff in the ceiling.
ah, wonderful, a bard, perfect, actual magic. Now, sir, with the face.
Damn! Sully, he's talking about you.
Random song. Other random song.
Can you cast a spell? He's like, yeah, I got a spell for you. And then he just flicks him off. And then he's just like, I'll talk to you later, Cletus.
All right, man. You want to take Sully with you?
And he's just like, I guess so. As Sully goes like, he jumps up, and then you see Sully freeze in the air as you see the man in front of you like, interesting. You have a familiar already.
Is that what the hell they call those things?
Yes, why would you want your familiar to go away? He should be obeying your every command.
He can obey every one of my commands?
I mean, you can make him.
Can I? How do I do that?
We will learn. Perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect.
As you see, like, Sully falls in the air, like...
And, like, Barrett looks back and, like, Cletus, like, turns completely black like an animated bad guy. And my eyes are, like, white and shaking.
We're going to be able to go before the end of his training.
No, we're not. I gave him 1,000 for what he needed to do. Now, if he need to do anything else, Cletus, crazy and about to control Sully, and his new calling everybody a damn plebeian friend can go rob the bank. I don't care. I also don't like how Psycho has dropped that word plebeian 4 times within the past 2 weeks that I've heard him. And one of them was commented on our Instagram.
So, Barrett turned around and leaves.
You brought Barrett just to disrespect him.
I didn't disrespect Barrett.
And then this man, like, puts his cloak over you, like, yes, let's learn. As you guys go into a room, as it shuts, and then that's where I'll leave you.
He's definitely the fancy criminal.
Anakin, and he's Sidious.
No, that's Mace Windu, and I am Mace Windu.
What?
I hate this shit.
So you get zapped off the window? Both of you get zapped off the window.
Yeah, that's the thing we're into. We take turns sticking forks inside of power outlets.
You can keep that. You can keep that key.
Oh man. Okay.
You ever jerk off with the other person's one arm?
Yeah, it's called getting yourself a Dutch rudder.
I will once I play an Undying Warlock.
Yeah, you will. For you guys who don't have our Patreon, you should subscribe so you can hear that, or wait 9 years till you can hear that.
Okay. I'm gonna get back to the other two, starting with Rosie.
So I'm in the middle of reading this red chalk book.
I want you to roll me a luck check.
a luck check. You know I'm not too good at those. 12.
Okay, nothing happens. Some time is still passing by as you then do hear a familiar voice. You hear it's Barrett be like, Rosie.
Hey Barrett.
Hey, yeah, I dropped Cletus off at the training thing, but the guy doesn't allow people who don't cast magic to be around there.
That's weird.
But it gave me some extra time. I went to one of the consortium offices to try to find out more of the prison break.
Ah, okay, yeah.
And I found a couple names that were alarming to me, because I know you said for me to find anything else to see if there's anybody that I know.
Yeah, I mean, anything that could be a problem.
I mean, a lot of them are problems.
Yeah, but I mean, like, with the things that we're doing, we're involving ourselves around some very important people, and some of these criminals might want to involve themselves with these people as well.
A couple of minor criminals that I know were there, but I found... You see that, like, he actually looks a little like... I don't want to say choking up when he's saying this stuff, but he's just like... I found a few that are really... that I know how dangerous they are. I don't know about the others, but I found some that I know how dangerous they are.
Are these people that you've taken part in bringing them down?
You see
or
that
at least have first-hand experienced?
You see that his head is down as he's like looking at this list.
Mm-hmm.
as there's a long pause.
Uh-huh.
And then he says, one of them killed my best friend.
Okay.
I put him away. It's a whole long story, but he is one of the people. Yes.
Just here, take a seat and let's go over this.
And like during all this, you see now, Don, I want you to roll me another athletics check. And I'm gonna roll one for Marcel to see. Because he's gonna start joining you.
18.
So, as you are playing, you see that Marcel, he then, when he's getting ready to play with you, you see that he actually, as I said before, he has this brace on himself. He actually takes this brace off. And then he starts playing with you. You can see that as you are playing with him, Marcel he's not as athletic as you are, but he definitely has more finesse. He hits way more shots. He hits on the outside when you're on defense with him. He isolates you. Then he pushes you. Does a step back 3. Right in your face.
How impressive is it?
It's pretty impressive and very smooth on the state of play. Technically, essentially that he's with you right now. He's technically beating you.
So last thing he did, he spent around, hit the step back 3 in my face.
Yep.
I want to go. You kind of still got some moves in you.
He's like, yeah, I'm old, but I'm not that old.
How you feel being back out here on the court?
It's okay. You know, I'm here every once in a while.
How's your leg doing?
It's all right for now.
You care if we kick it up a notch?
I don't think you can handle it.
Do I have ball or does he have ball?
You would have ball.
When he says I don't think he had it, I want to try to blow past him and then dunk it.
Okay. As you're gonna try to blow past him and dunk it, he's going to attempt a block. He's gonna follow you and try to attempt a block. Okay.
Hurt.
So he's gonna set the DC. I rolled a 16.
Base 19, baby.
So you blow. Next thing you know, he goes up, and since you beat him more than 5, he smacks onto your wrist. If you were actually playing,
It'll be an and one.
it would be an and one. That's another thing that's how this is going to work is if you pass the check above 5, kind of thing, something like that when someone's blocking you, they would foul you, but you would still get it. Now, if he blocked you and it was completely clean, it would be, for it to be a clean block, you have to be below his check by 5 and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Just to make sure you understand.
So within 5, it'll still be a foul.
Correct.
Okay. So take it, dunk the ball. I look at him. I flash my Paladenta smile. Huh? You don't think I can handle it?
Not bad, kid. You actually might be able to. You're definitely surprising me. But your game's off.
What do you mean?
It feels like you're kind of playing a different game sometimes.
I'm just trying to get the hang of it.
This your first time playing Spellbounce?
In a while, in a very, very, very long time.
Make me a deception check.
You could tell the truth.
I know, but 16. As Don, I don't know how how people feel towards him.
You see that he has this look on his face, right. Let's just keep playing.
Do I know he doesn't believe me?
You could definitely he has this look on his face that he knows what you're spotting was complete bullshit.
You caught me. Yeah, I never played Spellbounce before.
But you kind of play like you did, but you don't know the rules, but you do.
Where I'm from, they're kind of something like Spellbounce, but we don't have the point system that you guys have.
Where are you from?
A Rift.
Oh, you're a Rifter.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say so?
Because I don't know how some people feel about Rifters.
Kid, as he points to his leg, look at me. I'm not really someone who is like the general populace. I'm kind of on the outs.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm a Rifter.
So, Rosie, Barrett tells you that there are 5 names out of the list that he saw that were alarming to him. Just from his time growing up and everything like that, being part of the consortium, some of these names were, to him, concerning. He said the first one on the list, their name is Seldred Duskrin. He also had a title, what they called him. They called him the Dragon Killer.
badass. We need him on our
The
team.
Dragon Killer.
That's sick as fuck.
Okay, hold on.
You just got me horny in a bitch.
Barrett goes, you remember when we were telling you about some of these dragon stuff, that there was these dragons called gem dragons that lived underneath the ground, right?
Yeah, you said that once Corman, that's his name, right? Corman?
Yeah, the dominant
Yeah.
dragon lord, yes.
Yeah, you
Corman.
said that once the dragon, dominant dragon lord got everything kind of settled after he beat the Bahamut and Tiamat, that the gem dragons came from hiding.
Yeah, like they rose up because they were like sealed away or whatever, right?
Okay. Yeah, so I remember that.
So, when they came out, they lived underground, a very deep underground. Best way to describe it is there's kind of a world underneath ours. It's called the Underdark.
Okay. Is that where the gem dragons were, or
They were like beneath that,
Oh,
okay?
okay.
But they had to get through the Underdark to even get up to us.
Which kind of made an opening from that place to here.
Yes, but apparently it caused a lot of cataclysmic events in the Underdark. Changed terrains, because like these dragons were stowed away for thousands and thousands of however long years.
And I'm assuming when they broke through that to come to the surface, they probably destroyed a lot of the Underdark in the process.
Yeah, so this guy Seldred, he used to be almost like a king of where he lived in the Underdark. You know what an elf is? Right? You recall elves, right?
Yeah.
So there's this thing called drow, which are kind of like elves, but they are the Underdark version of them.
Okay.
So,
So that's what this guy is?
yes, his entire like domain, I guess you can call it, his entire like country or whatever, got destroyed because of the Gem Dragon's revival, essentially.
Sounds like, I mean, I don't know the rest of the story until you tell me, but it kind of sounds like this guy had a right to be upset.
Yeah, I don't know all the specifics. He was in jail way before I was even born.
Okay.
But all I know is that for almost like 100 years, he was murdering, like slaying gem dragons.
So he took them escaping and destroying part of the Underdark personally.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming he's a king of no people now?
I mean, yeah, I would imagine. I mean, he's been in jail for like almost 100 years.
So either they're waiting for him to come back, or they don't even know he's alive, and they probably have a different king at this point.
To my knowledge, like his place got demolished. I don't know if there was any survivors, anyways, to begin with.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a lot.
He's one of the first people that you learn about during the time in the consortium. He's like was known as like, it was almost like a boogeyman kind of thing.
Yeah, that's bad. I wouldn't want anybody to ever think of me as a boogeyman.
The next one, I was a kid when he got arrested completely, when he was taken down. So past Owl's Step, there's a place called Calderback. It used to be called Icewind Dale.
Okay.
It was when it was separated from the coast, but then they were able to, the coast and then Icewind Dale kind of merged together, and then Icewind Dale merged with the coast and then became Calderback instead. There was a force of people who were against joining with the coast. And then even afterwards, there were still people who were against it. There's this guy named Grimace Calatho. He was also known, his title, because, you know, these are really bad guys. Really bad guys usually got titles. He was known as the Frost King.
Okay.
All I really know about him is that he was a war criminal. He was like a warlord chief in Calderback, trying to separate Calderback back into Icewind Dale, similar to kind of like what the Order's doing, but a lot more ruthless. At one point, he enslaved the giants to try to force them to attack Azelstep. And after that loss is how he lost completely.
He's dope. I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to say that, but
He's pretty badass.
Everyone good? Mm-hmm. All right. You know how we talked about like the beholder stuff, on how like maybe one of the beholders were there and stuff like that, right?
yeah.
Yeah. There was one.
I'm assuming a pretty bad one.
Zosh. I didn't have a lot of contact with Zosh, but I know that they were pretty bad. But after Darium and his team took down the boss, Zosh surrendered. And they've been in captivity since till now. I don't know much about them.
So all you know is that he had a position in that war where the Beholders were going against the Dragon Coast. You just don't know much about him specifically.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I guess we might find something out about him. Hopefully we don't have to, but
Yeah. The next one's really personal for me.
and this is the one you were talking about.
The guy's name is Torgun Meithold. He was convicted of treason and murder. He was an ex-captain of the Consortium. He worked hand in hand with my dad.
Oh.
He was actually, his family and my family were very close friends. He would sell military secrets to opposing forces. He also had some secret smuggling operation that me and my friend Torgun's son, found out about. Me and Torgun grew up together. We joined the Consortium at the same time. We were rising up the ranks at the same time. When we uncovered Torgrum's operations, we had to bring him in. And
you were a part of
the Consortium at the time.
you were already a part of the Consortium at the time, and this was somebody that, until this point, I assume you looked up to in a way.
Yeah, this was my big thing after failing the Paladins
Okay.
order. This was the thing that I kind of like dived deep into.
Torgrim's son, your friend, did he try to become a paladin as well?
No, he wasn't chosen.
Okay.
Because remember, sorry, you weren't there. But when I was telling Cletus, you're chosen as a prospect.
Oh, okay. All right.
As you see, he has a long pause. When we encountered him, we had him cornered. He had a trap, and Torgrim pushed me out of it.
Okay.
It was explosives, and then the entire tunnel that we were in collapsed on Torgrim. The man killed his own son.
So he knew what his father was doing and was trying to make sure that the rest of you guys were safe.
As you see, Barrett looks like he's like one of his hands has his hands on his like belt buckle, on like his belt that he's wearing as he's talking to you. It looks like he's like holding it tightly. He saved my life, but he sacrificed himself doing it. Thanks to him, I was able to apprehend his father, and because of that success, that is when I got chosen to marry the Lady Silver. And then you know how the rest of that turned out.
You see, I understand how this hit you personally, Barrett. And I wish you never had to go through this. But now this leaves me with one question. With him being an ex-captain of the Consortium, and I'm assuming, you know, that status really means something, and there's a lot of information you could know, as you said that he was selling information. What is the chances that these names are going to get out there and the Sword Order's going to see it, and they're going to want to use him against the Consortium?
You see, like, Barrett, like, has a look on his face, almost not shocked from that question that you're giving him, almost like he's already, like, he's
and like when I say it,
expected
like,
that.
it looks like when I say it, I'm like, he could see in my face that I'm kind of trying to, I'm hesitating, like,
Yeah.
it's something I don't want to bring up because he's already thinking about a lot when it comes to the Sword Order, but it's definitely not a question that could be avoided. Like,
Yeah, like I said, you can see on his
Yeah.
face that he's not surprised about the question. It looks almost like he's possibly been thinking about this already since he gotten this information.
especially because we know that she stooped as low as using the poison.
I know. I don't know.
I mean, out of all the other names you gave me, they all seem like pretty bad guys that are bad for everybody. But it seems like this one guy is going to be somebody who's going to give her what she needs, possibly, to go after the Consortium. He's probably going to be able to give her weaknesses and secrets that they assumed would probably die with him.
Let's just hope that she doesn't stoop that low, or Alistair stops her and doesn't let that happen.
I'm assuming at least Alistair knows your position with this guy.
Yes, I mean, Camilla does too. Me and Alistair knew each other from way back. We ran in the same circles. Similar to Torgrim. Sorry about it's just...
No, I understand. I just don't want you to stick yourself into a position or find out that somehow you're going to be forced to work side by side with someone like this.
Yeah,
Because,
I guess...
to be honest, after the whole poison thing, I mean, I've had doubts, but you know them better. after the whole poison thing, it doesn't seem like she's gonna really care. Seems like at this point, they're gonna do whatever they feel like they need to.
At this point, similar to if you guys go off a different way, we'll come to that bridge if it happens. But there's one more guy. I just really know him from notoriety, from when I heard about him in the news and things. This guy's name is Clint Kellerman. No, he's like a renowned thief across all the countries, the neighboring countries in this country. From treasure to forgery to fraud businesses to scammed families, all different types of counts of theft. He was caught by the dragon rider of Azelstep, Elliot Spellspeak.
Okay.
From what I know, he's not dangerous as in he will kill you, but he's dangerous as he's got a silver tongue and he'll take everything you have without you even realizing it. Those are the 5 big names I found.
And these are names that they're not even releasing yet.
No, I mean they're not. Remember, they're not publicly releasing. They told
Yeah.
you if you want to find information, you just gotta go you have to ask them.
But this is bad, very bad.
Yeah, whoever caused that prison riot might have caused an entire, like, I understand the order has been in conflict with the consortium. Casualties have happened. Destruction has happened. But you're talking about a handful of singular men who could do destruction by themselves without needing an army.
I personally don't believe that whoever did that did it just to create a chaotic wave in the world. I believe that there was a personal motive and they were going after somebody.
But it's worth this?
I'm not saying it is, but what I wonder is, what was it that this person went after?
I don't know.
It could be any of the names you listed. It could be someone else.
Yeah, I don't know. But I figured you guys asked for the info, so I went and did a little investigating, and there you go.
As you know already, even though we don't do things in the cleanest way, if we have to cross paths with one of these guys, we're going to do what we need to do. If the right move is for all of us to get out of there because we believe we can't beat any of these guys, then we'll try to do our best to, protect the people that are around. But if you come face to face with this Torgren guy and you want to do something, we're going to back you.
I appreciate it. As you see that, like, he just kind of sits next to you and looks like he's just trying to, like, decompress as he is still holding, like, his belt tightly.
So like we're just sitting there in quiet for a little bit, and then I'm just like, you've been grabbing onto your belt.
As he looks down, he's like, yeah, I guess I have. It's Torgrim's. He handed it to me right before. Without this belt, I probably would have been dead. It has some special properties to it that it helps me with poisons, which is actually probably one of the reasons why
You survived.
I survived. It lets me know Dwarven. And, like, I already knew a decent amount because, like, I grew up with his family, but, like, I know Dwarven fluently now because of it.
No, Barrett, though it seems somewhat impossible now, you're going to get to a point where you're going to understand that you're going to get through all this.
Yeah, that's what Alistair told me.
No, I really do believe that you'll get through it. And when you come face to face with Torgren, Calivex, and all those who've wronged you, they're definitely going to feel the force of you coming closer.
We'll see.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's true. I believe it. I mean, back where we come from, or at least my mother, she always said the names mean something. And you've got a pretty strong name. Back where we come from, your name is an Old English name. Your first name is Darkness, and your last name is Strength, which my mother would probably say means that you have the strength to fight through all the darkness in your life.
I was like, he gives you a look, and then, like, he has, like a half smile. He's just like, I like that.
But, I mean, sometimes it takes time to get to a place where you understand what your name really means and what your purpose is. For me, my name, unfortunately, has to do with all the sin that I've done in my life. At least I feel so. Call mine is Song. Rosalino is the blood rose. Believe that means that as I shed blood, the song is their screams. And sometimes I felt like there was no way getting around it. So I did things when I was younger, but who knows? Maybe I can Make a better meaning of that.
Well, you're in a new world. Also, dark strength. He's the black light.
Look, when he said dark strip, I was like, damn, I didn't know Terry Crews and Barrett straight spelled it the same.
It's actually, in Old English, Blake Bear is darkness and strength. It could either be the black bear or the strength against darkness.
Cool. Didn't even know that. That's psycho.
Yeah.
That was unintentional.
My name, Carmine Rosalino, is the song of the Blood Rose.
So you and Barrett sit. You know what I mean? You sit with him for a little while, but like he's just kind of relaxing after the information, and then like you start getting back to your book. Don, you're gonna do another roll against me, okay, to see if you can turn the tide.
Before you do that, is he having fun?
Roll me a perception check.
Turn the tide of the battle.
Break the glass.
Does an 8 do it or no?
It does, because I rolled a base 5.
Fuck yeah.
And he does not have a good like deception or anything like that. He's not like. So, you can tell that he's enjoying himself. He's definitely enjoying himself. Now, we're going to roll. Okay.
Okay. 22.
As you see, you guys are playing. You are you're up by 1 at the moment. You're up by 1. You see, he once again puts you in his spot towards the wing at the bank, and then he pushes you. That he does his step back, turn around. As you see, as he turns around, you can hear like a almost like a crunch. As then you like see his face as he shoots or whatever, and then he falls onto the ground. As you feel like,
I want to go up to him and like, I'm pretty sure he's like a skinny dude.
I mean, he's still athletic, like a basketball player. You know what I mean? He's not like tiny or skinny or anything like that.
Are you okay?
It's just injury acting up.
What can I do to help you?
Can you hand me my brace?
I'm gonna go grab his brace. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna try to help him put it on, and while I'm helping him put it on, I want to do like a medicine check.
Okay.
12.
As you're like trying to get a good look at like his leg, with how you guys have been playing and everything like that, you can definitely see there's like scar tissue around. You don't know exactly what his like injury would be. The best you've seen is when people have like maybe like torn ACLs or things like that. You know what I mean? But he still seems to be able to move his leg fine. It's just like it. You heard a crunch, but you also recall hearing that he got injured during that crash or whatever. You know what I mean?
Do you want to take a break?
It's like yeah. Let's take a break, and then you hear like Marcel as you start seeing these group of people walk into like the cage. You see that there is this group together where it's this human, a tabaxi. You see this half-orc, this Goliath, and then you see this bird person, which the only bird person you've seen before was a Kenku. That was like a raven. This one looks like almost like an eagle person.
I want to whisper to Marcel, are these old fans of yours? Not old fans, but are these fans of yours?
He goes, teammates.
How old do they all look?
So the only one you'd be able to gauge age-wise is probably the human, because the rest of them are different races, different species to begin with.
Yeah.
The human, who is this like the smallest, arguably the smallest out of all of them, looks like maybe they're almost 40. As you see that they're in this white and greenish colors with almost like this like gold trimming. What it reminds you of is like Darium's armor. Okay. As you can see where it shows like on their chest, like the jersey that they have, it says Worm Keep Watchers on it.
You said teammates, right?
Yeah.
Do you mean ex-teammates?
Yeah. Well, they play with me when I was on the Bolts.
With us like watching Spellbound games, is there like how many people? Is there 5-on-5?
It's 5-on-5.
That's just the 5.
And it's 5-on-5 usually with a sub.
Ah.
So you see all these people like start going up to you guys. It looks like Marcel's giving them all like hugs and things like that. You know what I mean? He looks really familiar with all of them. But like as you can see, like these guys have like official like athletic wear, almost like from the jerseys and everything, and like from the videos and things like that. You've seen official Spellbound players. You know what I mean? And they're wearing like the Wormkeep Watcher stuff. Like, yeah, we just decided to come to the court to get some practice in. What are you doing here? And then like Marcel, you see like he kind of like says he kind of like projects a little bit, goes around. He's just like, I was just kind of around, and then I was watching this kid throw up a couple shots.
Hi.
And I'm just here, and you could tell that they have familiarity with him, that they know that he's just like kind of bullshitting them. You know what I mean? Like they know what he was doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you see, they just go along with it. They're like, "Oh, okay, all right, it's all right." They all introduce themselves to you. They're just like, "Hey, what's your name?"
I'm Don Lewis.
Don, nice to meet you. You see the human shakes your hand. They tell you that their name is Alenis. And then the Tabaxi shakes your hand, says the name is Raynar Alden.
Okay, now for the
Aarakocra,
my man's.
tells you their name is Larson Fowl. The half-orc shakes your hand. They tell you their name is Taimo Kandu. And the Goliath tells you their name is Ergak, Errgak. You see, like, some other people start crying around in the cage, you know what I mean? Onto the court.
I know that, like, I'm not, like, on the court where he's at, but, is it very visible for, Don to see that, Marcel looks uncomfortable with the situation?
No, it's not that Marcel looks uncomfortable with the situation. It's just, like, he's just trying to, like...
He's trying to keep Spellbounce out the conversation in a way?
He's trying to not act like he was just playing.
Ah,
yes.
Okay.
He seems really friendly with these guys. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't have anything against these guys or anything.
He just won't admit that he was playing because...
Correct. Yes.
All right.
Do you guys got time?
Yeah, we came to shoot around. Are you down?
I'm down.
Let's get it, youngin'. So you see some people start crying around. It's like, like 2K Rec or whatever, you know what I mean? People start flooding in as they tell you that you seem pretty big, that you can go ahead and take the... you seem pretty strong, you can go ahead and take the 5 spot.
Okay, cool. So before we start this, I want to see if I give Marcel a pencil paper because I know he's not going to play.
Yeah.
To take like, hey, what can I improve on? What can I fix?
Yeah, for sure.
And B, going into a goddamn rage. We're not playing this game with no goddamn Goliath today.
Just a question, because like, for some reason I don't remember, and obviously when I wrote down Marcel, instead of writing his actual race, I put the goat. So like, he's not a goat.
Half-elf.
He's a half elf. Okay, he could be a goat.
I'm not going to get in a full game for you, but I will let you roll in opposed athletics against the other team. All right. Do you want to wait? Well, so wait. You were talking about Goliath. Do you want to play with the Wormkeep Watchers? Or do you want to play against them? Because they'll let you play with
against them.
Okay. All right. So go ahead. Roll your athletics.
23. I didn't beat it. Can I get a luck point?
Sure.
We can.
I tell you, these people, the opposing teams, as you chose to oppose them, okay. As 18, they have a +8, and I rolled a 19 + 8, which is 27.
What would your plus be?
I have a +6.
Oh, so
Nat 20 or nothing.
Yeah, seems about right. Yeah.
So I just re-roll it on a luck point, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Damn it, 24. Shout out
Yeah.
to Bean.
Okay, so you guys lose by like 3.
Hey, bro. I'll tell you right now. Losing a game by 3 to a professional team, you got to be feeling good.
No. Why would I be feeling good?
Because
It's an L. A L is still an L.
Bro, it's Don. Remember,
A loss is still a loss.
I guess.
pretty much for like the day, you're playing 5-on-5s all day.
Can I ask them about tryouts for the team?
Tryouts for which ones? Wormkeep Watchers?
If they don't have a full roster.
They say, no, we don't got a full roster. our sub is in the hospital right now. So no, we technically don't have a full roster because we can fill a sub spot. Yeah.
If you need a sub, I'm down.
That wouldn't be up to us. I mean, we can talk to the coach, and they have to watch you and give you a try.
Okay. I definitely want to ask Marcel what team would be better fit my play style.
Oh,
What
look.
team would be better for me to join?
Like
Probably.
Marcel's gonna be like, oh, you're trying to join a team, like an official team.
I'm having a lot of fun out here.
Look, kid, this stuff takes months, years to build chemistry with each other. You know, we got some pretty serious game. There's some pretty serious games coming up. With even if you do sub, you're most likely not gonna play.
It's a spot, right? It's a chance.
I mean, yeah, my buddies like you. I mean, if you impress the coach, they'll take you on. Whatever you do, don't tell them that like you're associated with me. All right.
Okay.
But the coach, they'll take you to him if you really want to. Right? Just don't. Me and him never got along. He always hated me. But I mean, you're more than welcome to try. So I will say for the rest of the day, okay, you're playing with people and doing a bunch of pickup games. Rosie, you're reading. You get like a third of the way through.
Okay, cool. And Barrett's still kind of chilling.
Yes, Barrett's still chilling. So come towards like the evening, you guys decide to go get some rest. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
As you know that Cletus is supposed to be busy for a couple days.
The hyperbolic time chamber.
But Cletus,
Yeah!
your training so far has been very intense, but successful. This man has made you do a lot of different techniques of concentration and dexterity to get spells off in time when like someone's like blowing past you and things like that, right? But he tells you are that's all the training that you'll have for today. Next thing you know, you see outside that it's dark out. He says to go rest, go home and go rest immediately, and then come back here in the morning.
Man, are you sure I could keep doing more?
No,
I just look old.
what? You do not look old.
I'm actually old.
You look beautiful and young.
Oh, thank you. At least someone. And I flip my mullet back. At least someone finally recognizes my beauty.
Yes. How old are you?
I am. I'm 39 plus 10 years.
Oh, you're still young and spry.
I guess I would say I'm in my midlife crisis state.
Midlife crisis. No, you don't understand. Magic is a wonderful thing. As he puts his hand on your shoulder, and this guy looks human to you.
Okay.
I am 600 years old
Fuck out of here.
because of magic.
Okay, then how do I become 600 years old because of magic?
Stick with me and you'll find out.
Yeah, what exactly is your name, sir? I don't think I gotta ask you.
Call me Arcane.
Arcane? It's nice to meet you, Mr. Arcane. Mr. Arcane?
Sure.
Okay, right on. I appreciate everything you taught me today. I guess if you want me to go home, I guess I'll go home. If not,
Yes. Go home. Go immediately home. Get some sleep, and then you can come back here.
All right, I'm gonna bring some Red Billies tomorrow. Sully, you ready to go?
As you can see, like Sully's exhausted as well.
Don't look at me like that.
You see, like he like climbs on top of you, onto like your shoulder, and he just kind of like is laying on your shoulder.
All right, well, I'll catch you in the morning, Mr. Arcane.
I will see you soon, Cleet.
Fare thee well, sir. Master, bye. I slam the door.
Okay, as you're leaving and you're heading back home.
The red light district.
Now it's nighttime.
Yep. Y'all know what happens after dark.
So as you are,
Do I have levels of exhaustion?
yes, you would have a level of exhaustion.
Just one? Okay.
Yes. So you're walking and like
And I go walking after midnight.
as you're walking, things are quiet. People have gone home.
It's late, huh?
It's later, yes. It like the district that you're in is like a shopping district that closes at like 7 or like 8 kind of thing.
Also,
you know what I mean?
This is like old peopleville in Florida.
Yeah,
Everything closes at like fucking
Well,
5:30.
in the area that you're in. So
Okay.
as you're cutting through,
Right on.
to maybe get to like where like the bar's at and everything like that. And
This music is
halftime.
stressing me out for Cletus.
I just wondering what hand he gonna lose.
Let's go. Come on. All right, I'm walking home. Sully sleep on my shoulder.
As you are walking home,
Or to the hotel.
you hear a voice go like, "Cletus."
I like look like to the direction where the voice came from.
It looks like it's Bobby.
Bobby?
Cletus.
Hi, man. What's going on? I go,
As they start running up to you.
yeah, I gotta like dap him up. Do I have spell slots?
Yes, but that doesn't matter at the moment.
Okay.
I need you to roll me a Constitution save.
Con save?
Yes.
That's a 12.
Okay, so you will take
I
4
usually
damage.
say you can take this back.
Okay. I'm gonna hellish rebuke if it's any kind of damage.
You cannot hellish rebuke because you were surprised. You get no reactions.
Okay.
Ain't this supposed to be your man's, bro? Ain't you supposed to be cool with Bobby?
So as you're like you guys are like rushing up towards each other, next thing you know, the body changes as then you feel this piercing dagger right into your abdomen. As the face changes, as you see, it looks like this like humanish man that has like these black glowing veins that look very similar to your father, but you can tell it's not the same person. You can tell it's not James, but it almost like they have the same attributes. As they say,
Yo, Teddy says hi.
as you just took 58.
And I drop. I go, fuck him.
As Cletus drops,
My eyes go black.
Don't you fucking dare.
and that's where I'll end the session.
Fuck you!
At that point, that's when
Fuck
they play
off.
Crazy by Gnarls Barkley.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off.
that's exactly what happens.
Damn. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, it was actually like a nat 20
Oh, really?
damage wise. Yeah, that's on the crit on you.
Damn.
So either somebody who's cool with your pops, or you know what? No, we should save that for.
Yeah, so we'll save all those talks for late night traffic. Hey guys, check out our Patreon where we talk. It's the show after the show where we talk about what happened during the show.
But we do it after the show.
Oh, and you're gonna hear me cuss this motherfucker out.
For like the 3rd time. It happens.
It happens a lot.
He deserves it a lot.
Check out our Patreon, Clash of Crits with a K, per usual.
Break the glass.
Yeah.
And you know, while everybody else is, having a good time, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was a little down in the dumps with like Barrett and Rosie, kind of talking about stuff. But at the moment, you guys just got a couple days. You're waiting.
Bitch, you just killed me.
We'll talk about it. But before we jump to late night traffic, plugs. Does anyone have them?
You can follow me on Twitter at Chappie
He's not
_COK. Hashtag what the fuck psycho. Hold on, I'm not done, I don't think. Bitches.
Are you done now?
Yeah, no, I'm done. I'm
Okay.
done. Listen to the fucking late night traffic.
You can follow me at osokuma_cock. That is OSOKUMA_COK. Or follow Clash of Crits on anything that's Clash_of_crits with a K. Also go and check out our Discord. We got it up and popping. We're just waiting for you to come in there and talk, baby. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. It's your boy Droppa. You can follow me on Twitter, DROPPA_crit with a K. Thank you.
And I was Psycho. You can follow me at XYCH0COK. I'd also like to plug in Hired Punk. They do some of the music that we play. And Shinovis does our theme song. I hope that you all enjoyed that episode and get ready to find out what happens or what happened or how the players think in traffic. Bye.
Chasing dragons.
Psycho got chappy, flustered as fuck.
Chasing dragons. Flustered as fuck. Yes. Chasing dragons.
Chappie Nugent walked his ass alone.
Chasing dragons. He set me up, motherfucker. If I knew I had to be home at a certain damn time, I didn't know.
This was a Clash of Crits podcast. Theme song done by Shanovis, with additional music done by Hybrid Punk. If you enjoyed our show, please give us a rating. See you in the next episode.